Oh, that is what you call a big finish, isn't it, Tim?
Too big, you might say.
No.
Well, it made me move my head around, ruined my hair,
Yeah,
and there's a camera in it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
There is a camera in here. That will become clear very soon. BBC Wiltshire, you're listening to The Social with me, Sue Kinnear, and Tim Weeks, and we are celebrating Wiltshire Life online.
And as ever, in this hour, we welcome a guest to chat about their vlogging or blogging. Among many, we've had caravanners, beauty and lifestyle experts, and a book blogger as well.
And tonight our guest is all about business, branding business. And he's just starting out. His name is Andrew White. A very good evening, Andrew.
Edward.
Edward. Why did I call you Andrew?
My dad's name's Andrew, so...
Oh, there
That's it. We thought your dad's meant to be here. Where is he?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I do apologise,
No,
Edward,
that's okay.
but a very good evening to you, Andrew, because no doubt he'll be listening, will he?
Yeah, my mum and my dad are listening, so...
Oh, fantastic. Edward, first of all, tell us what you vlog about.
So, I vlog about the kind of journey of starting my business, the kind of ups and downs, the struggles, and just showing people the kind of the reality of it. My vision for it is that when the company is big enough, I can say, look back to this episode when I struggled with losing a client or something like that, and it's not that kind of good luck, that it's hard work, putting in the hours, and I want to show people that, really.
Yeah, so tell us what your business is that you're vlogging about.
So it's AtLive. It's a marketing creative agency. Don't really want to put one stamp on it, but what I like to kind of see it as is like a one-stop shop for everyone, like businesses to come to and say, can you do this for us? If we can't do it, we'll be able to find someone that can by kind of building connections and that kind of thing.
So it's sort of, when you say you're marketing and branding, you're basically trying to help companies sell themselves.
Essentially, yes. But I think by building a brand, so people don't buy because they were funneled to or that kind of thing. They buy because they associate with the brand. So I help businesses build brand.
Okay, and branding is everything now, isn't it?
And that's it. And so you're 23.
Yeah.
And you're just starting out.
Yeah.
And you kind of maybe perhaps, unlike Sue and I, who may have missed the curve of the social media explosion.
Yeah, I think.
And we've kind of had to catch up with it.
Yeah.
And you're kind of born into it, aren't you? You're of that generation where it must be second nature to you, all this social media. And it's obviously very important for what your business is trying to do.
Yeah, I think it's the way that the world's going. It's the online kind of world that we live in.
It's definitely the way radio's going.
Yeah.
Social, Monday night, BBC Wiltshire.
So do you guys actually make any content for online?
The best we get is I do a video just of me sat in my car just
Every
before
Monday.
I come here every Monday.
Yeah.
That's kind of my vlogging background.
And of course BBC Wiltshire has an online team
Yes.
that are always posting on the Facebook page, on Instagram, films and stories that we find that we make films about and post. But yeah, no, if you're looking at me and thinking, yeah, she doesn't get it, she's too old. But I do tweet and I do occasionally post on Facebook, but not to the extent that it has become your life. I mean, what made you take the decision that you were going to do this and set up AtLive and help businesses?
I'd say that it's in my family, really. My parents own a business, and aunties, uncles, that kind of thing. And just, I love it, if that makes sense. Like, I really enjoy it. And I've only just gone full-time AtLive as of a month and a half. And
wow, so it's very new.
It's very new, yeah.
Yeah, what did you do before?
So I worked at a recruitment agency as their marketing team. Yeah, I just like working for myself, really.
Yeah.
Your face kind of beams
I know.
when you start thinking about it, you've got your thing. Did you absolutely hate your old job, or do you just love this so much?
I love this so much.
Yeah.
It's that being your own boss, in control. I can work at 10 o'clock at night and it feels right, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can get up at 6 and it feels right.
Doesn't it scare you a bit though?
Oh yeah.
Still smiling when he says that. Yeah, because as Tim was saying, I am fairly new. I'm playing catch up with the social media curve. And half the time I don't understand how YouTubers have become millionaires, like Joe Sugg and his sister Zoella, Wiltshire's finest.
Yeah.
I don't get how you make money at this social media game. But you're going to, aren't you?
So my intention isn't to make money from social media.
No, it's the business.
Yeah. My intention is to give value and just give my kind of story and my advice, and then in turn build the AtLive brand and become a thought leader within the industry.
But you've got to get paid, haven't you, Edward? You've
Yeah.
got to get those greens. So surely there's a plan, because I guess you've got a young daughter.
Yeah.
And
Aw.
yeah. So how old is she?
She's 5.
And what's her name?
Bella.
Hello,
That-
Bella.
oh,
She'll be in bed
That's
by
the
now.
best name, because that's Snap with my daughter, who's
Aw.
also 5. Punch it in. There we go. Yeah, that was a fist bump there.
All
for
boys
home.
together.
Yes. And she's going to want to go to Disney.
Yeah.
If she's anything like my Bella,
Yeah.
she's going to want my daughter wants a pony
Mhm.
at the moment.
Yeah.
So is this a business that you can get rich from? Because for people like Sue and I who have normal jobs,
Yes, very normal.
we look at these creative types, and
yes.
I couldn't do it. I don't have the brain to make that sort of business work, which you obviously do. But you can make great sums of money doing it, can't you?
Yeah. So the way I make money is through the clients paying me to help them out with their either graphic design, video, that kind of thing. But I've learnt, since obviously working for myself, I've learnt to live very comfortably.
Right.
And I think that's such a good tool to have, to be able to not have to spend money to be happy.
Of course.
I'm going all psychological now.
But what you're saying is that you're not doing this to get rich. You're doing it because you are enjoying being master of your own destiny.
Yeah.
So how hard is it to persuade clients and businesses that they want your help, that they need you to help them brand themselves and get themselves out there online?
So I don't really, I'm not a salesperson at all.
Mm.
I hate sales
Mm-hmm.
with a passion. And I find that if I offer value first, so I put on a free training event last week, I think it was, and I actually got clients from that. And I think just offering value first is the best way to.
Yeah, and do you get many people that don't yet understand, social media and promoting themselves on that platform? Do you find that there are still people out there that really don't get it?
Yeah. People just don't see the value in it at all, and they don't see the initial ROI from.
ROI, see, what does that mean?
Return on investment. So come on, keep up, come on.
Keep up, keep
This is
up.
business talk.
We just lost it.
They don't see that initial, I'm going to make this many sales from it. But then you don't see that with print, and people still pay for print advertising or radio advertising if it's obviously other radio stations. But yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So you are, a couple of months in?
Yeah.
And so far, loving it.
Mhm.
Okay, the voice you are listening to is that of Edward White. He is our big guest this evening, talking about his business AtLive and, how he vlogs about, the trials and tribulations of starting a business.
And he's vlogging right now, aren't you? I guess.
Yeah.
The camera's
the
rolling.
camera's rolling, yeah.
Yeah.
Never stops.
Yeah, I wondered why you were smiling, Tim. And rearranging your quiff.
Does he not normally smile then?
No, I'm usually
So-
very grumpy.
We'll find out a little bit more about the trials and tribulations that you have been vlogging about. Right now, though, we have Georgia Smith, Where Did I Go, on BBC Wiltshire. This is The Social. I'm Sue.
And I'm Tim.
Lovely. Good thing
Well
you
done.
didn't read
Yeah,
that
I looked. Did you see? I
background.
looked at you. I looked at you as if and
Have
gave you
you?
like a. I
But
can't do
I've
this.
obviously had a complete meltdown when I wrote this because I've called
Yeah.
you your dad and I wrote the wrong song.
Yeah,
So I
reckon
do
it's in the
apologise.
Ebbling.
I was
I
thinking,
did see you look at it, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We played the love caps.
I
Good
was-
save, Sue. Good save. That's the main thing.
Well, I tell you what, I have been feeling the pressure a bit today. It
Oh yeah,
was
we
very-
were rushing.
We've had a very busy day.
BBC Wiltshire, it's The Social. That was Pink with What About Us? And we are in conversation this hour with son of Andrew, Edward, what?
Yeah, I'm not going to let that drop either.
No.
Yeah, I made a little slip. Okay. Edward, it's very nice to meet you. I've got your name firmly grilled
That's
in
good.
the old brain now. Yes, Edward has come in to talk about his vlog, which is all about building his business at Live. And Edward, one of the things I love is the fact that you set yourself, this is new, this business, you're just setting up,
Yeah.
but you've also set yourself some goals, 4 of them
Yeah.
to be precise. What were these goals?
So the beginning of the year, I set
Get on the social, number one.
I was only a month ago goal, but
Good.
managed to do it.
Well, you
so.
scored.
I do want to talk about that actually, if we get a chance.
Yeah,
Give us your 4. Give us your 4.
I'll give the 4. So the first one was go to the dentist. Have an absolute fear of the dentist. Give blood, just something that I've always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Start a vlog and then start a podcast.
Okay, so how many? Here we are in nearly December.
Yeah.
How many of those have you managed to nail?
So 3 of them,
3 of them. Okay.
Right.
Which is the one that you haven't yet done?
the podcast.
Really? So
Yeah.
you went to the dentist. I was sure you were going to say
Yeah,
you
I
went
thought
to
so.
the dentist. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to see you smiling now, it's a good thing you
Very
went to the
scary.
dentist. Yeah. So you wanted to talk about the social, coming on the
Yeah.
social.
We like talking about that.
Yeah. So I connected with a woman called Stacey,
Mm-hmm.
who was on your show.
Simply Stacey.
Simply
We
Stacey,
love
yeah.
Simply Stacey.
Legend.
I think she's
Evening,
listening now.
Stacey.
So
Stacey.
Yeah, she was lovely. She was one of our early Big
Mhm.
Hour guests, and she
Yeah.
was fantastic.
saw that she went on it, and I was like, oh, maybe I could go on it. So tried to find you both on social media.
Mhm.
Ironically, I couldn't find you, but I found Tim on Instagram. Managed to get into his messages and work my way on here. So
Here it is.
And Tim just thought you were a fan.
yeah.
You were-
That's the reason I accepted the message.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be an autograph request. I was a bit disappointed as a guest.
But in a way, you've just shown the power of social media and what access it can give you to people, because everyone is on social media.
Yeah.
I'd love to know how you were spelling my surname. That's probably... you didn't find me. I'm not at all put out by it. But how important is social media to your life, would you say, and your business at Live?
So it's so important, right? So how I kind of one really good tool, and this is a really good tip. If you want to reach out to people, especially businesses, search on kind of Company's House, which is standard. Find the name and then find them on social media and find what they like, find their interests, that kind of thing, and then connect with them, but not in a selly way.
Mm-hmm.
So you connect with them and interact with them, build up a relationship with them, and then in turn they'll come to you and.
That's how you knew I love girl bands, isn't it?
Wow. So now do you feel spied on?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, good work, sir.
Yeah.
Very good.
So without social media, can you imagine operating in your world?
It would be very graphic heavy, but then social media just cuts out the kind of need for the middleman.
Mm.
So I can go directly to an audience and put my stuff out. I can literally share any content that I want within seconds, and anyone can kind of do it. That's what I like about it.
So you're vlogging about this
Yeah.
now. I find that quite worrying. Because I'm going to be on your vlog, aren't I?
Yeah.
But I haven't given you my permission, and I don't need to.
No.
So it's worrying. I feel spied on, Tim.
I think technically
I've been spying you for years, so get over it.
you did give me permission because I did ask. Because I wouldn't ever, if it was this kind of setting, I wouldn't ever go, oh yeah, I'm going to record and then just put it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's important
Yeah.
to just kind of put yourself out there, really.
Yeah. And it certainly gives you a chance to promote at Live in a way your new business that you wouldn't have had a few years ago.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to what you said in the first part of when we spoke to you. You don't like sales. You hate sales.
Yeah.
You're not a salesman.
No.
So how do you get business?
So it is literally through that building connections. Offering to work for free works really well. That's how I got one of my biggest clients and probably led to me actually leaving the recruitment agency.
Right.
And that was just offering to film a video for free. They looked at my website.
So do you choose the type of business you want to work for? Is that how you do it?
If I'm going to do free work, yes.
Right.
And then it's just about offering value initially, and then
Well,
seeing
free
how it
is
goes.
great value.
Yeah.
So how do you go about it without being salesy when you're trying to get paid for it? What's the difference?
Is you just you kind of say, this is what I can offer you. This is you be
Yeah.
very forward. You're not kind of trying to corner them into a thingy. You say,
Yes.
we can offer. This is the services I can offer you. This is the price. If you want to go for it, go for it. If you don't, fine.
Wow. And
Very
it's,
backwards.
and it's, well, yeah, but it's obviously working.
Yeah.
The voice you're listening to is that of Edward White. Edward, don't go anywhere. We've
No.
got one last chat to have with you about your vlogging and at live a little later this hour.
That's right, and yes, more from Edward to come, but we've got one of my all-time favourites now, Sue. You ready? It's the Smiths. There's
Oh.
going to be dancing because it's this charming man.
Yay! Okay, we're doing well. So you can relax now, Edward, because
Punctured bicycle. This is like top 25 songs all time for me.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the operational.
Have you decided a song that you'd have it played at your funeral?
Yes, I've got a few actually.
Yeah.
A few
Have you?
joke songs.
Yeah.
What's yours?
One More Time by Daft Punk.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I'd have as my joke song. Me and Martin Hughes, my business partner, best friend. We want the same song. It's R. Kelly. Yeah. So we want a bit of that because it's just so over the top.
Yeah.
That's what we're having. If we die together, we're having it twice.
16 seconds and then I'm going to press the screen and test the theory.
Exciting.
The Social with Sue Kinnear and Tim Weeks.
BBC Wiltshire.
Yes, you're listening to The Social on BBC Wiltshire, celebrating life online. And this hour, as we always do in the second hour, we introduce you to a vlogger or blogger or both who shares their passion online.
And tonight we've been chatting to Edward White at Live, whose passion is his business, which he set up this year, just a couple of months ago, in fact. So, Edward, tell us, how have the vlogs been going and how have they been received?
So I actually initially started vlogging about a year ago. Honestly, it was so bad. I only got about 5 views per vlog, and yeah, just very bad. Not confident. But it grows over time, and I think if people want to start it, then just kind of think it's going to be rubbish at first, and then you just
Yeah.
you learn it.
Yeah. You learn by watching back and picking it and all the rest of it. So what trials and tribulations have you had? Because you vlog about setting up the business.
Yeah.
So have you encountered many problems that you have vlogged about?
So in the last vlog that I did, I actually ended it with a very kind of real just message really about struggling with money, and how I actually asked my mum if I could borrow some money because obviously trying to live and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Money wasn't coming in from the client, and but it's all right now. But I'd much rather share that than everything's working fine. And,
Yeah. And it must be really hard. You must look at yourself in the mirror and you think, okay, I'm 23 years old and I'm having to ask my mum for money. It must,
I love it though.
That hurt.
No.
No? Because you're going to pay her back and...
Yeah. And I don't have my ego attached to that. And I think, again, it comes back to the buying things. I don't need to buy things, so I just know that I need to live comfortably. And
yes. Yeah, and just keep going. So what else? I mean, you're always going to get the odd cash flow hiccup. Have there been any other things like clients letting you down or stuff that has been a problem for you?
Yeah. So very recently, a client merged with another company, which meant that I couldn't do the work for them. I still got paid, but it's that kind of. I was really proud of that work.
Yeah.
And it's kind of heartbreaking, really, but. It's just one of the. It literally is business, and I think if you can kind of change your mindset to think like that, then you get over it a lot quicker.
Absolutely. And do you get much feedback on the vlogs from people that watch them that kind of we know Stacey, our friend Stacey.
Yes.
She loves them, but do you get much feedback?
Yeah, so I found that my engagement's gone up a lot higher recently since I've been putting out more content, because obviously I've had more time.
Yes.
And yeah, people are liking certain things, and it's working.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's great. That's great.
Here's an invitation for you. Sue and I are going to invite you back in 5 years' time to this very day.
Yeah.
Driving your Ferrari or your Lamborghini.
Well, yes. Well, tell me, where are you going to be in 5 years with this? What's going to happen?
So I ideally want to have a company that has multiple offices. I'm very much like just focused on that live, not myself. So I'll put all the money back into. It's weird, but it works for me. So I'll just go with it.
And based elsewhere in the world or still in Britain?
Yeah, one in Britain and then elsewhere in the world. Just
Wow.
to branch it out. Really.
We're inviting you back in
Yeah.
5 years.
Yes, definitely. We'll do it at one of your New York offices.
Yeah,
okay?
you can do a radio.
Right, what I often do with the guests that come in, I just do a little quick fire round for you.
Yeah.
Some guests struggle with it. The quick fire ends up taking
Yes.
about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But quick fire, I've got 4 questions for you. Ready?
Yeah.
Three favourite brands in the world.
Apple.
It's run out after one.
Okay, that's fine. Let's move on quick.
It's
right,
a big one.
pick one. Insta, YouTube or Facebook. You can only keep one. The others are going.
Facebook.
Oh, no, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Facebook's falling out of fashion, but you like it.
Because I know how to use it and how to spend money against it to reach more people. So
Oh, okay. Fair enough, yeah.
Good. I've watched a lot of your vlogs today.
yeah.
Have you ever done one where you're not holding a coffee?
No. I love coffee.
Yes, I love coffee. I'm on the same trip there. Okay, right, last one.
Sleeping's difficult if you drink too much, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I drink decaf in the afternoon.
Ah,
No,
okay.
no. I've told you this before, Sue.
Okay.
Just work your body through it. I used to get heart palpitations drinking coffee. My body is so comfortable now. I will have a coffee and then just drop off to sleep. Just work through the pain.
Can I just say that's really bad advice,
Yeah.
Tim?
Come on,
Really
look at me, I'm
bad
buzzing.
advice. Yes,
This is great.
exactly. Don't drink coffee all day.
No, don't. Okay, last quickfire for you. You're good at this, by the way. Would you rather have the best vlog in the world ever or the best podcast in the world ever?
Podcast.
Why?
Because the way that people's attention are going, it's going more towards listening. So people aren't spending time watching videos; they're spending time listening to podcasts. And if you look at the statistics of podcasting, it's massively increased over video. So.
Being in radio broadcasting, I think you're spot on, because
Agreed.
people can be listening and loving a podcast whilst they're doing something else in their day.
Cooking, car, driving,
Yeah,
gardening,
walking,
anything.
gardening. Yeah, absolutely. And it's such an intimate thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? We had our podcast reviewer in earlier this week. It was Sean Douglas, and he was talking about Philadelphia and a podcast, 2-part series on that, and it just sounded fantastic. So yeah, I'm liking your quick fire questions there. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much for coming in this
Thank
evening.
you.
What does your day tomorrow look like?
Just working. Actually, no, I'm going to go meet a few clients and maybe a potential new client. So,
Well,
exciting.
Nice.
That is exciting. Good luck. Wish you all the luck in the world, Edward White, with your new company At Live, and indeed your vlogging, although I won't be checking it out because you might be on it.
Oh yeah, good point. I'm definitely checking it out then. Right, up in the next hour we have another BBC introducing track for you as well. And seriously, it's a great early Christmas treat. And of course, the quiz.
Yeah.
So, hashtag what?
Yeah, I'm burning back from 7-1 down. That's the hope. Yeah, hashtag what coming up in the next hour. Right now though, George Ezra, Shotgun. Oh, this is great. Brilliant, there we go.
Excellent,
Lovely,
well
chuckling. Nicely done, we got there. And your mum won't be cross. Oh, she will, because I got your name wrong.
Actually, right.
Put it there. That was excellent. Well done.
Yeah, well
really
done.
good luck.